goalie. That was the goalie for Weston's FCA team 2 years ago.
What's that?
2 years ago, not.
What's his name?
His name is Asher Bradley.
Big kid?
He was 2 years ago too. Covers a lot of the net.
So is that the only one, or is there another?
His brother Cole is on this team also. He's a good goalie. Yeah, he's making impressive saves.
Haven't played this team yet.
No. Yeah. Yeah. More than half the shots are missing the net. They're going to miss the net in the game too. They can't hit the net during warm-ups. You're going to miss the net and shoot the exact same way in the game. Alright, good morning. Angels playing Alexandria Cardinals. Face off by Scott, won by Alexandria, dumped along the far boards, chipped up by Steinhaus, sent right back to him by Alex. Recover in the neutral zone, carrying it in, pressured by Scott, dumps it in near corner, puck wraps along boards behind the net, picked up by Steinhaus. Runs into Sweeney in the far boards. Puck tied up now in the near corner. Johnson gets helped by Bolte. Bolte feeding it up to Scott. Nice pass forward, sends it up to Sweeney. Bounces off the stick, chases it down now far side. Stripped away by the Cardinals. Briefly lost control on the spin. Poke checked away by Scott. Recovered by Sweeney. Dumps it along the far boards. Sent up by a defender to the stick of Steinhaus. Steinhaus, a nice feed forward to Sandy. Sandy's shot on target. Stick save, cleared wide, picked up behind the net. Nice centering pass from behind the goal line by Olsen. Sandy tries to get the puck towards net. Cleared out now by Alexandria. Kept in briefly at the point by Noah. Forwarding pass intercepted by Tweeten. Bouncing puck over the stick of Xander Eriksson, brought in on the goal line. Shot on target. Out to the point. Another shot on target was going wide. Stopped by Noah. Noah feeds Sandy. Sandy chips the puck, just a little bit too much speed on it. Cleared wide by Alexandria's goaltender, Asher Bradley. Puck tied up along the boards. Near side dumped in by Bolte. Brought out to the point now. Tweeten chips it up to Sandy, who's waiting. Changes directions behind the goal line, feeds it to Bolte. Bolte feeds it out to Tweeten. A nice tip attempt by Eriksson. Passed out to the point. Noah's shot goes high. Another dump out towards the point, kept in by Tweeten. Centering pass. Sandy had vacated the high slot area. Goal for line change. Bouncing puck does make its way over the blue line, brought back in by 18. Puck slides into the corner, pass forward by Tweeten. Centering pass broken up by Noah, right in front of the net. Noah's pass goes behind the skates of Sweeney. Chased down now near side and Cardinals end. Puck slides out in the neutral area, recovered by Johnson. Johnson, nice pass across to Jude Noah. Noah wins the red line, dumps it into the corner. Puck wraps all the way around, picked up by Scott near side. Recovered by Alexandria behind the goal. Loose puck now on the side. Nice job by Olsen separating bodies. Shot from the point by Steinhaus, went wide. Kept in by Johnson. Johnson still pressuring. Forwarding pass broken up by Olsen. Puck chipped up off the boards, now back into Angels' end. Nice stick lift and job by Scott. Pass from Olsen to Steinhaus, got poke checked away. Recovered by Scott. Scott feeds it up to Sweeney. Sweeney charging in far side. Pressured before he could get a clear centering pass. Kept in along the boards by Sandy. He dumps the puck along the boards. Picked up by Cardinals. They wrap it along. Gets it past Johnson. It's a 2-on-1 now. Steinhaus reaching for it. Pass across, shot, and a goal. Nice play set up by Alexandria, and they're going to come up on the board first and take a 1-0 lead. Face-off won by Sandy through the skates of Eriksson, picked up by Noah. Noah dumps it in, hits traffic. Clearing attempt by Alexandria, intercepted by the refs. Shot, humongous save by Bradley, a fantastic stick save. And the wind-up shot by Bolte. Loose puck now picked up by Sandy. on the spin, feeds it up to Erickson. Erickson bobbles the puck, recovered by Noah. Noah feeds it up to Bolte, poke checked off of his stick. Dumped into the zone, attempt by Tweeten. Runs into some skates, past far ice now from Sandy. Noah's shot goes wide. Pressured near corner by Bolte. Puck out towards the point, kept in by Tweeten. Alexandria able to get the puck back out into neutral area, pressured by Noah. Puck goes sliding into the far corner. Swing and a miss by Tweeten, recovers, allowing him to feed it up to Sweeney. Bobble on the puck, shot from the point goes wide. It's going to get picked up near side by Tweeten. Feeding it up and slapped out of the air by Bolte right into the standing official. Dumped back in and icing waved off now by the near side referee. Chipped up and out of the zone by Scott. Charging forward is Sweeney. Sweeney could get it. He gets taken down on the play. Recovered behind the net now by Olsen. Centering pass, flipping it up out towards Johnson. Johnson rips a hard shot in the goal! Jack Johnson scoring from the point. A beautiful shot. Could have been deflected up. A wonderful goal by Johnson. With the goal, ties it back up at 1 apiece. Scott wins the faceoff over to Erickson. Erickson to Steinhaus, gives it right back to Erickson. Erickson feeding it up to Scott, pressured, dumps the puck along the boards. It's going to get picked up in the near corner, pressured by Olsen. Centering pass by Olsen, stick save cleared wide by Cardinals goaltender Asher Bradley. Picked up near side by Olsen, feeding it out to Johnson. Johnson's shot goes wide. Chased down now by Scott. Pressured, loses it in the slot. Steinhaus goes for the body check. Picked up in the far corner now by Johnson. Recovered by the Cardinals. Pressured by Scott. Nice poke check off the stick. Johnson's coming in. He gets taken down. Centering pass picked up far side now by Erickson. Erickson's going to come in over the blue line. Lost it on the windup. Recovered by Alexandria. Stepping up on the play was Steinhaus. He gets sent hard into the boards. Puck battle still going on. Big hit there. Angels player went hard into the boards. Was Sandy. Puck pulled away from the near side boards, dumped up by Steinhaus, sent back in by the defense of Alexandria. Puck goes into the near side corner, chipped up by Tweeten. Bolte feeding it up to the point. High flying puck grabbed out of the air by Tweeten. Tweeten chips it up to Sandy. Sandy sends it far side in front of the reach of Sweeney. It'll be recovered by Cardinals defender 15. He feeds it up to 5. Puck bounces off his stick. Recovered in neutral air by Tweeten. Tweeten sends it right back. It's chipped back out of the zone. Recovered on the pass by Scott. Carried back into the zone by Sweeney. Sweeney charging forward, and it'll be a glove save as he'll hold on to it by Bradley. Freezing the puck, getting a whistle. 7 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in period number 1. Off the draw, loose puck picked up by Alexandria, charging forward now out of the zone. Dumps the puck through the skates of Tweeten, recovered behind the goal line by Noah. Picked up now by Bolte, pressured, sends it along the boards behind the Angels net. Picked up by Noah, bouncing off the skate of Sweeney. Continuing forward was Noah, picked up now by Bolte. Bolte sending it across, pass ice cross, broken up beautifully by Alexandria. Puck's going to go all the way down. Icing is going to be the whistle call. It'll be a face-off now down near side, glove hand side of the Alexandria net. Sandy with the faceoff. Won by Alexandria. Dumped along the boards. Stopped by Olsen. Pressured. Up goes out to the point. It's going to get recovered in the neutral area by Alexandria. Charging forward. Rips a shot. Soars high of the net. Picked up in the far corner by 2. Passed out to the point. Stopped by the skate. Pressured by Erickson. Kept in by 10. Dumped back into the far corner. It's going to get picked up by Johnson. Gets help from Sandy. Sandy sends the puck back along the boards, far side. Dumped right back near side by Alexandria. Sandy sends it back into the far corner. A swing and a miss on the pass, and pass out front. Oh, what a save by Noonan! Diving forward, a fantastic save. Wonderful job by Benjamin Noonan keeping the puck out as the player was ready to just hammer that thing home. Kept in at the point by Alexandria. The pass forward by Steinhaus. No one there. Offsides was the call against Alexandria. Cardinals definitely had a good opportunity and a good look on their last play. What a save. Faced off by Scott. Puck gets dumped in by 20. Wraps along the boards. Picked up near side by Tweeten. Over skates it briefly. Chips it up to Bolte. Alexandria got the puck coming across. Offside should have been called. Shot towards net. Blocker save into the far corner. Centering pass. Skate save. Wraparound attempt and a shot and a goal as they snuck in from behind the goal line. And that'll give Alexandria the lead once again. Angels got to be more explosive. They've got to be winning foot races to the puck. If you're going to be sluggish, you're going to continue to lose games. Off the draw, puck gets dumped in towards net by Bolte. Picked up by Cardinals behind their line, pressured by Sweeney. DDD back pass. It's kept in to the near corner by Tweeten. Sent back up along the boards. Covered by Bolte. Back to Tweeten. Dumps it back into the corner. Picked up behind the goal line by Sweeney. Poke checked off the stick. Carrying the puck now is Scott. Scott feeding it out to Tweeten. Tweeten sends it back to Scott. Bounces off the stick where it'll be recovered behind the goal line by Sweeney. He goes down on the play. Using the boards to chip it around. Player gets around defense and Scott walking in. Nice save by Noonan. Recovered now by Scott. Scott kates it up right towards the middle. Gets pressured into the far corner. Looking for it. You got to be moving your feet. You can't coast. It makes it super easy for the other team to skate with you when you literally aren't skating at all. Loose puck now out in neutral area. It's going to get flipped down. Should be icing. And that'll be a face-off back in Alexandria's end. Face off by Sandy. Puck bouncing out to the point. Dumped back in. Stopped by Erickson. Gets help by Sandy. Puck battle now. Chipped up along the board. Sandy sends it back to Steinhaus. Unable to keep it in at the line. Regroups. Sends it right back in. Far corner. It's going to get picked up by defender for Alexandria, flipping it up to the near side waiting winger. Tries to get it out. Poke checked away by Sandy and Johnson. Pressuring. Sandy tries just jamming the puck right up. Sends it right into the skate of teammate Johnson. Recovered now by Steinhaus. Steinhaus carrying it behind the goal line. He's going to continue skating with the puck up ice. Headmanning it up too far in front of his waiting teammates. It'll slide and be picked up now behind the goal line. Loose puck now out front, reaching for it is Sandy. Cleared wide super hard by Alexandria. Coasting to the puck was Olsen, allowing Alexandria to get the puck all the way down, but it will be icing. Face-off won by Scott. Swing and a miss by Noah. Grabbed out of the air by Bolte. Bouncing puck gets up over the stick of Noah. Nice back check recovery. Pressured. Recovered by Cardinals. Dumps it into the near corner. It's picked up by Tweeten. Tweeten backhands it without looking to
tie someone up in front of the net.
An Alexandria player behind the goal line. Tries to pull it off the far boards was Sweeney and sent all the way down now, and icing will bring the puck right back into the Angels' end. Angels need to do a better job of getting their head up, finding somebody to actually pass to instead of just being pressured and dumping the puck after panicking. Can't win games if you don't have possession. Scott wins the faceoff up to Bolte. Bolte just dumps it. It'll get picked up now once again, just giving possession away. Loose puck now out at the point. A blast shot. Nice blocker save by Bradley. Picked up in the far corner by Scott. Scott continues carrying the puck behind the goal line. Gets helped by Bolte. Bolte fed it right back to Scott, who was already pressured. Again, sends it to Scott behind the goal line. Picked up now by Sweeney. Poke checked off of his stick, trying to carry it in front of the net. Loose puck now, recovered again by Cardinals behind the net. Stepping up from the point is Tweeten. Battling for it. Offsides will be the call as it's dumped back into the zone by Noah. Face-off won by Sandy, out of reach of Johnson. It's going to get picked up in the Angels' end by Steinhaus. Steinhaus sends it along far boards, broken up now by Sandy. Sandy flubs on a shot. Passed out to the point by Olsen. Shot by Johnson. Saved by Bradley. Face-off won by Sandy to the stick of Olsen. Couldn't get a shot off in time. Recovered and dumped out now near side. Puck will slide all the way down. Icing will be the call with another face-off in Alexandria's end. 35 seconds to go in period number 1. Off the draw, puck kicked into the corner by the Cardinals. Pressured, recovered by Sandy. Cardinals sends it up along the boards, chipping it around Steinhaus. Tons of speed carrying it in. Streaker shot from the wide angle, saved by Noonan. Second shot deflected up off of an Angel stick, pressured by Olsen behind the goal line. Recovered now by Sandy in the near corner. Sandy dumps it back along the boards, far side. Hammered forward by Steinhaus, luckily stopped instead of being icing, and that'll bring it now to the close of the first period with the buzzer. We'll have a brief intermission break and be back at it for period number 2 momentarily. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Period number 2 now getting underway. Face off by Scott. Won by Alexandria. Picked up along the far boards by 8. Dumps it all the way down. It'll be a quick icing whistle. And a face off back down now in Cardinals end. Scott with the face-off again. Won by the Cardinals. Picked up along the boards by Sweeney. Chipped up by the defense. Bouncing puck out to the point. Shot on target. Deflected by Bolte. Stick save. Cleared wide. Picked up near side by Alexandria. Forwarding pass broken up by Scott. Nice job feeding it over to Bolte. Bolte gives it away. Poke checked away by Tweeten. Bolte again. Nice pass across near side to Sweeney. Sweeney carrying it in. Tries to sticky onto the puck through Alexandria player's skates. Recovered. Bouncing pass up over intended target. Dumped along the boards by Noah over the sticks of both Sweeney and Scott. Recovered by 8. He'll carry it behind the goal line. Breakout pass off the stick. Kept in at the point by Tweeten. Battling forward along the boards is Bolte. Stepping up is Tweeten. Backhand pass towards net is on target. Glove save and held on by Bradley. Be a near side face-off. Blocker hand of the goaltender. Face-off by Sandy. Won by Alexandria. Picked up by 15. Wraps along the boards. Stopped at the point by Johnson, overstepping it, and chipped out off the leg pad of Cardinals player, pressured by Sandy. Dumps the puck along the boards. It's picked up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus has it poke checked off of his stick. Nice stick lift and stolen back by Steinhaus. Picking up speed now, carrying it in. Cuts in far wide. His shot goes wide of the net. Stepping up at the point is Johnson. Alexandria able to get it up out of the zone. Flipped back forward by Olsen. Kicking it up forward now is Johnson. Chasing it into the corner. Recovering the puck is 19. Feeds it up to 11. Stick lift stolen away by Olsen. Muffin shot behind the goal line. It is going to attempt to get carried out. Backhanded forward by Johnson. Reaching for it is Erickson. Puck stolen now, broken up by Bolte. Sends it to Steinhaus. Feeds it up to Sandy. Sandy's far side shot on target. Save cleared wide by the Cardinals. Carried back out of the zone. Near side pass to 13. 13 sends it to 5. 5 gets a shot. Glove save. Carried wide by Tweeten. Tweeten now. Tries feeding it across to Erickson, sends it right into the back of like a Bolte. Erickson's going to go down super hard into the boards. Picked up in the far corner by Bolte. Recovered by 19. Forwarding pass out into the neutral area, dumped on target towards net. Stopped by Noonan, recovered by Noah. Noah feeds it into the skates of Sweeney instead of on the stick. Loose puck now picked up. Drop pass to Tweeten, feeds it up to Scott. Scott charging forward. He's going to get taken down on the play. Puck's going to get launched and sent all the way down now. It'll be an icing whistle and brought back into Alexandria's end. Face off by Scott. Won by Scott, out to the point, shot from the point by Tweeten. Stick save cleared wide by Bradley. Chipped along the boards, but kept in by Noah. Dumps it up into the corner over the stick of Olsen. Pressured with Sweeney. Picked up the far corner by 20. Backhanded puck trying to get it forward off the skate of the official. Picked up by 8. 8 dumps a nice job dumping the puck off the boards. Chasing for it is 17. Great stick lift back check by Noah. Puck's tied up now in the near corner. Coming in to help was Scott. Recovering it was Noah. Fed it over to Olsen. Immediately gives it right back to Sweeney. Couldn't get the puck. Kept in off the chest pad by Noah. Dumps it back in far corner. Puck gets tied up by the Zamboni doors. Flipped up to the point. Shot on target. Stick save. And frozen by Bradley. Face off by Sandy. Pass back to the point, recovered by 16, charging forward. 2-on-1. Steinhaus lays a big hit. Pass across, puck went wide of the net. Recovered by Bolte. Bolte, near side pass to Noah. Noah feeds it up now to Sandy. Sandy stick tied up on the play. Recovered, big hit laid out by Steinhaus. Puck gets lost in the skate. Stopped and kept in at the point by Steinhaus. Puck wrapped along the boards. Covered by Sandy. Backhands it to no one. Recovered by Cardinals. Puck tied up now along the far boards. Carried out of the zone by 19. Skating around Johnson. It's a 3-on-1. Pass towards the center. Shot towards net. Broken up off a skate. Pass forward to Sandy. Sandy feeds it across to Bolte. Bolte winds up, rips a shot, save wide by Bradley, recovered by 19. 19, centering pass, sends it where it's picked up by Sweeney and dumped back into the zone for an offsides whistle. Face off by Scott. Sliding puck picked up near side by Steinhaus. Steinhaus feeds it to Scott behind him. Tries to clear it out, is 8. Stopped by Olsen. Olsen shot from the wide boards, wide of the net. It's going to get picked up in the corner. Over skating it was Sweeney, recovering it. Puck picked off the boards. Stopped now by Scott. Scott still skating with the puck behind the boards. Lost it on the stick handle. Sends it back to Olsen. Olsen feeds it out front. No one there. Kept in at the point by Steinhaus. Dumps it back into the near corner. Covered by Olsen. Olsen feeds it out. Scott redirected it. Cleared wide. Kept in at the point by Tweeten. Recovered by Scott. leaving the puck. Huge blast shot from the point by Tweeten. Glove save and held on by Bradley. Need to have puck awareness and know where it's at. Eight minutes, 39 seconds to go in period number 2. Face off by Sandy. Loose puck recovered by Alexandria. Forward headmanning pass. Broken up by Johnson. Recovered by 19. Carries it in by the faceoff dot. Cuts in towards the middle. Save cleared wide by Steinhaus. Dumping it along the boards. Pulled off the boards by Bolte. Feeds it up to Noah. Noah's going to continue skating it up across the blue line. Noah feeds it across just out of reach of Sandy, who was teed up. Puck kept in at the point by Tweeten. Pass across by Sandy, out of reach of Noah. Kept in now by Johnson. Shot towards net, broken up by 19. Dumps it up along the boards. Kept in far side by Tweeten. Sandy sent hard into the boards. Pressured by Noah behind the goal line. Loose puck now located by Bradley and gets a glove on it, freezing it. Seven minutes, 45 seconds remaining period number 2. Face-off won by Scott. Bounces off the stick of Johnson. Recovered out in neutral area by Steinhaus. Steinhaus loses it. Recovered, dumped along the boards, kept in by Sweeney. Pressured now by Scott. Scott loses his glove. Puck sent along the boards. Recovered. Near side pass, picked up by Two. Two dumps it into the far corner. It's picked up by Johnson. Backhands it up to Olsen. Olsen chips it to Scott. Scott has it stripped off, grabbed out of the air by Olsen. Chasing forward for it is Sweeney. Feeds it up to Scott. Poke checked away by 10. Loose puck now picked up by Steinhaus. Steinhaus carrying it across the blue line. He's pressured. Puck now recovered by 10, flipping it up along the boards. Kept in at the point by Johnson. Finds the stick of Scott. Olsen with a shot. Blocker saved by Bradley. Picked up near side by 2. Backhand pass. Gets it out. Recovered neutral there by 16. 16 gets a shot. Saved by Noonan. Cleared in the near corner. Pressuring it was Johnson. Recovered by Alexandria. Save cleared wide by Steinhaus. Picked up by Scott. Scott's going to carry it now behind the Angels' net. He'll continue cutting in. Tries to feed it to no one. Picked up now, a massive hit, and there will be a penalty now against Steinhaus. Could have been called for boarding. Again, going for a check instead of the puck. Didn't see what the penalty was. Only 2 minutes, so probably roughing. Six minutes, 11 seconds to go. Period number 2, faced off by Sandy. Picked up along the board, shipped out of the zone by Noah. It'll carry itself all the way down for an icing. Face-off won by Sandy, picked up behind the goal line by Noah. Noah chips it up to Sandy. Sandy just gives it, sends it down for another icing and a face-off. Instead of carrying the puck out and keeping possession. Sandy with the draw again. Wins it into the corner, picked up by Noah, pressured, carries it behind the goal line. Tries feeding it up to Bolte, deflected up off of a stick, kept in at the point by 19, picked up by 13. He wraps it hard along the boards, trying to get it out to the point. It's kept in by 8. Shot towards net, hits the side post on the deflection. Puck now pressured, kept up, sent out to the point by Tweeten, dumped back into the far corner. Puck wraps along the boards behind the net, picked up near side by Noah. Tries to get it out is Sandy. It's kept in by 8. Slowly going to the puck are all players. Centering pass now broken up by Bolte. Bolte tries feeding it across to Sandy. Sandy just backhands it and gives it right back to Alexandria. Dumped up by Noah. Sent back into Cardinals end by Sandy. 19 now. I'll carry 47 seconds to go on Steinhaus penalty. Reaching for it was Tweeten, and that'll be an icing now, which brings the faceoff back down to the Alexandria end. Face off by Scott, out to the point by Tweeten. Shot hits traffic. Dumped in by Scott, picked up behind the goal line by Sweeney. Centering pass broken up now by 2, carried across blue line. Pass across, broken up by Scott. Tries to flip it forward was Tweeten. Shot by 8, hits traffic at the point. Stopped by Scott, good job dumping the puck out near side. Pressured by Sweeney. Dumped back in by 2, bounces off stick of Johnson. Angels now back at full strength. Puck behind the goal line. Poke checked off of Tweeten's stick, covered by 16, stolen back by Tweeten. He wraps the puck along the boards. Skating to it was Scott. Chipped away by Tweeten, picked up near side by Sweeney. Sweeney feeds it up to Olsen. Olsen losing an edge. Tries feeding it up, picked up again by Olsen. Olsen had wind up and just muffin shot, couldn't get anything on it. Picked up now by Sweeten behind the goal line, chips it up to Olsen. Stopped by 16, standing and watching was Olsen. Sweeney was able to get something on the puck, sliding it towards net. Easy save for Bradley, and he'll hold on to it. Face-off won by Sandy. Flub shot by Olsen. Save and frozen by Bradley. Face-off by Sandy. Flipped forward by 17, who was more ready than Olsen. Puck cleared now, far side. Centering pass by Olsen, both checked away by Bradley's stick, recovered by Sandy, passed across. Reaching for it was Bolte. Olsen passed back to the point by Johnson, kept in at the point by Johnson. Pressured now in the corner, recovered by Bolte. Lost it on the traffic. 17 wins the red line, dumps it now back into Angels' end. Recovering and skating for it was Steinhaus. Puck finds its way sliding and rolling back out into neutral area. 19 now due to pass to 13. 13, chip pass up. Charging forward is Steinhaus. Steinhaus gets a shot on target. Saved by Bradley. Face-off won by Alexandria against Scott. Carried up out of the zone by 10. Puck slides past Steinhaus. Recovered. Cuts it in. Tries to do something with it. Chased down now by Sweeney. Forwarding pass grabbed by Tweeten. Tweeten shot wide of the net. Pressured by Steinhaus. Picked up now by Noah. Backhand towards the net by Scott. Stopped by Bradley and frozen. 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Possession Alexandria after the face-off. 17 slams the puck down into the zone, bounces off the board, recovered behind the net by Tweeten. Tweeten feeds it off the boards out of reach of waiting players. One-handed attempt to get it out by Scott, kept in by Alexandria. Dumping it hard along the boards by Steinhaus, and that will be an icing waved off. Tons of speed coming out by Steinhaus, flying in from behind the goal line. Pressured by 8. Covered near side by Jude. Noah, body check by Scott. Stick on puck. Had an opportunity to poke check the puck away. Passed near side by Tweeten. And it should be, could have been a neutral zone offsides face off for the shot into the zone. Face off by Sandy. Flip forward one by Alexandria, recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten dumps it into the boards. Pressured by Sandy, recovered along the far boards by Bolte. Out, shot from the point, slapped up out of the air. Attempt by Olsen. Kept into the point by Tweeten. Tweeten shot. Save and held onto by the glove of Bradley. Sandy with the face-off won by Cardinals. Passed out front, attempt by Olsen. Hits the skate of the official. Recovered by 28. Kept in at the point by Johnson. Shot towards net. Hits traffic. Reaching for it was Tweeten. Pass near side to Sandy. He'll carry it across the blue line. Shot went through, hits far pipe. Passed out to the point by Bolte, kept in by Tweeten. Bolte attempted to feed it to Olsen, took a little bit too long, allowed Alexandria to intercept the pass. Pass forward now, carried across red line by 13. He'll get a shot on target. It'll be a glove save by Noonan. He'll hold on to 2.2 seconds remaining in period number 2. Right off the draw, shot towards net was wide, and that buzzer will bring us to the end of the period. We'll have a brief intermission break for ice resurfacing. We'll be back at it for period number 3 momentarily.
Look, come over. It's trying to go up. Look right there. Yeah, but you hold it purple. This is not pink. I'm sorry. It turns purple. It's not purple and pink. It's blue, purple, and purple. It's blue. That is not pink. It turns back to blue.
Start of the third period, face off by Sandy. Puck recovered back in Angels End by Steinhaus. Flips the puck up, deflected off the glass, shot from the point. Wide, carried near side, picked up by Bolte. Bolte sends it out to the point, shot towards the point, stopped by Johnson, cleared wide by Noonan. Picked up by Sweeney, feeds it up to Sandy. Passes it to Bolte, right back to Sandy. Sandy's shot, save wide, kept it at the point, attempt by Johnson. Alexandria able to get the puck out, poke checked off, and stolen back by Johnson. Puck sliding far side to Sweeney, carries it across the blue line. Sweeney battling in the corner. Loose puck coming out. Pressured now by Olsen, kept in at the point by Steinhaus. Dumped out of the zone by Alexandria. Puck carried now and shot towards net. Recovered behind the net by Steinhaus. Steinhaus feeding it out of reach of teammates, and so that will be icing and a faceoff brought back down into Angels End.
You don't make nanny putties? Magnetic. It's magnetic. Oh, that's cool because it's sticky. No, it has iron filings.
Scott with the faceoff.
Iron filings are disgusting now? Yes. Okay, then explain.
Picked up by Olsen, chips it up out of the boards. Recovered by Alexandria, stopped at the point, shot wide by Olsen. Picked up now behind the net by Noah. A spin and a nice backhand shot by Jude Noah, finds the back of the net. With the goal, ties the game back up at 2 apiece. 13 minutes, 24 seconds to go, period number 3. Face-off won by Alexandria. Dumped in towards Angels End, recovered by Tweeten. Jams it right back up through traffic. Sent back in by Cardinals. Picked up near corner by Johnson. Puck takes a weird bounce off the personnel door glass. Alexandria trying to get a centering pass, cleared wide by Noonan's stick. Loose puck now in front of the net. Chipped out by Scott. No puck awareness at all, and now we've got Jude Noah flipping the puck up out. It's picked up by Olsen out in neutral ice. Sends it across out of reach of Noah. Unable to make a play. Recovered now by Alexandria behind their net. Skating it up is number 2, passing it behind intended teammate. Dumps it into the zone where it's picked up by Scott. Scott banks it off the boards. No one there except an Alexandria player along the far boards. Over skating it was Scott. Chipped up forward by Johnson. Recovered by Noah. Loose puck kept in briefly at the point before Noah chips it back out in the neutral area. Pressured by Olsen. Attempt to dump it back in. Had been broken up by Tweeten. Sweeney now tying up player. Loose puck had been picked up by Johnson. Slapped forward out of the air by Johnson. Dumped back in by 15. Recovered by Johnson. Dangerously tried backhanding it over right in front of our net. Bolte recovering it near side. Dumps it right back behind the boards. Sent right back along the boards by Tweeten. Chipped out of the zone now by Sandy. Recovered by Alexandria. On the spin, broken up, recovered by Sandy. He winds up, he rips a shot from the high slot. Glove save and held on by Bradley. Sandy now with the face-off. More puck awareness was the centerman for Alexandria, tipping it forward, carried into the zone now by 8. Centering puck cleared wide by Johnson, picked up far side by Steinhaus. Kept it at the point. Loose puck now out front, chased down by Steinhaus. Backhand pass by Bolte, kept in at the point. Slapped away by Steinhaus, shot on target by 11, save and held on by Noonan.
The lunch teacher? The lunch. Okay, today we'll be learning about
Would be a face-off by Scott. Lost it into the skates, carried now by Tweeten. Dumps it back along the boards near corner. Dumped back in by Scott. Recovered by Tweeten, right back to Scott. Feeds it up to Olsen. Olsen passes it across to Noah. That'll be an icing and brought back down now into the Angels' end. Face-off won by the Cardinals. Shot and save. Rebound hits the post. Centering pass saved by Noonan. Loose puck recovered now by Steinhaus. Steinhaus chasing up out of the zone. He's going to continue carrying it across the blue line. Cuts wide. Centering pass. Nets off his post and should be a whistle, and there is. Face off now by Scott. Won by Alexandria. Dumped along the boards behind their net. Kept in at the point by Tweeten. Recovered by Alexandria. Skating it back out in neutral zone by 20. Dumped into the Angels' end. Recovered by Steinhaus. Steinhaus' pass broken up. Puck out at the point. Shot towards net. Recovered by Tweeten. Tweeten feeding it. Kept in at the point by 19. Recovered by Steinhaus. Feeds it up to Noah. Noah's pass across. Chipped out of the air by Alexandria. Sent back in towards net. Recovered by Tweeten. Got to start moving our feet. Puck cleared wide by Steinhaus. Steinhaus' pass unsuccessful. Recovered again by Alexandria. Pass out front. Shot deflected wide, recovered by Tweeten, feeds it up to Scott. Scott banking the puck off the boards. Picked up on the blue line by Steinhaus. His shot goes wide of the net. Recovered by Scott. Continue carrying it. Poke checked off his stick right to the stick of Tweeten. Deflected by Bolte. Recovered in the corner by Scott. Passed out to Bolte. Bolte gets a shot on target. Cleared wide. Dumped into the boards by Bolte. Lost by Scott. Picked up now and carried behind the goal line. Kept into the point by Tweeten. Loose puck out in the slot by Bolte. Tries flipping it up into the zone. Is able to do so. Recovered the bottom of the face-off circle. Alexandria able to get it up into neutral area. Flipped back into the zone by Sandy. Offsides will be the call. Neutral zone face-off by Sandy, recovered, sent forward by Tweeten. Blind pass by Sandy, picked off by Alexandria. Cross-ice pass recovered by 11, carrying it out of the zone. Icing will be the call. It'll be a face-off back down in Alexandria's end. 8 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in period number 3. After the draw, puck out towards the point, dumped back in by Johnson, recovered the near corner by Sweeney. Lost the puck on the bobble. Carried out by Alexandria, cleared wide by Johnson, chipped forward by Sandy, recovered by Bolte in the corner. Bolte puts on the brakes, takes time, finds Sandy out front. Sandy's shot, like save, cleared wide by Bradley, recovered in the far corner by Bolte. Bolte sends it out front to Sweeney. Sweeney positioned, stick off the ice. The rebound was right there, wasn't ready for it. Face off now by Scott. Dumped into the corner by Olsen. Chased down behind the net by Noah. Flips it back near side to Olsen. Recovered by Alexandria. Loose puck bouncing off the back of the net. Picked up now by Scott. Scott backhands it off the boards to Steinhaus. Steinhaus' shot on target. Hits traffic. Stopped by Olsen. Olsen feeding it right into the middle of nowhere. Right to an Alexandria player. Easily able to get it up out of the zone. Recovered back in the Angels' end by Scott. Scott wraps it hard along the boards. Olsen able to intercept it. Sends it up to Johnson, just out of his reach. Charging forward with Steinhaus. Gives it right back to the point. Pressured now in the neutral area by Scott. Cleared wide by Alexandria. Dumped into the Cardinal zone by Noah. Coasting was Olsen and Scott. Kept in at the point by Noah. Noah now winding up, feeds it across to Olsen. Olsen rips a shot, glove save. The shot was going wide up the net. Six minutes, 29 seconds left in the period. Face off by Sandy, overpowered by 20. Banking it up off the boards. Sandy getting away with a tripping penalty there. Recovered behind the goal line by 17.
Putting your hands up.
Both Angels players focused on the body instead of the puck. Shot from the point, saved by Noonan, and now there'll be coincidental penalties serving to both Steinhaus and Alexandria's number 17. Behind the play. Both gonna serve 2 minutes for roughing. It'll be It'll be 5-on-5. Carried up out of the zone attempt by Noah. Chipped forward by Sandy to the stick of Bolte. Bolte feeding it across to Noah to Sandy. Nice tic-tac-toe play. Bolte to Noah to Sandy. And with the goal, that'll give the Angels the lead for the first time in the game. Off the draw, puck picked up along the far boards by Noah. Passed across by Sandy, just out of reach of Bolte. Bolte puts the puck towards net, carried behind. Pressured by Sweeney, stepping up at the point by Noah. Bouncing puck in the slot. Broken up by Bolte. Bolte tied up. Centering pass from out front just under the stick of Sandy. Attempt to clear it out is Alexandria. Shot from the point by Bolte. Rebound shot by Sandy. Side of the net. Pass out to the point by Bolte. Sent back in by Tweeten. Puck bounced up off the glass. It's going to get chased down. Icing waved off. Picked up now behind the Angels goal line by Noah. Sends it across to Sweeney. Puck tied up along the boards. Coming in and grabbing it is Sandy. Sandy decides to pass the puck up through the air, bouncing it over the stick of Bolte. Recovered by the defenders back in Cardinals' end. Pressured far side by Sweeney and Olsen. Chipped back up by Noah. Dumped into the zone by 13. Chased down into the corner by Noah. Pulled off the boards by Sandy. Gives it right out to the point. Pressured now by Olsen, stepping up. Preventing a shot. Pass out to the point. Loose puck now. Shot from the point on target. Save and held on by Noonan. Face-off won by Scott. Recovered by 16. Passed out front. Loose puck bouncing. Ooh, that puck was going in. Goal saved by Johnson. 8 for Alexandria. Recovering back in their end. Cross-ice pass. Dumped back in towards net by 2. Puck cleared by Noonan. Recovered by Scott. Puck picked up along the boards by Bolte. Just out of reach of Olsen. Chipping the puck forward. Kept in the neutral zone by 10. Dumped in the Angels' end by 2. Recovered behind the goal by Johnson. Johnson feeding it up to Bolte. Bolte flipping it up towards the point. Chipped out by Scott. Flip pass back by the defense. Sent by Bolte right to a waiting Cardinals player. Dumped into the Angels' end. Recovered behind the goal line by Johnson. Johnson backhands it up to Bolte. Bolte feeding it to Sandy. Sandy's gonna skate it into the neutral area. Dumps it into the near corner. Chased down by Sweeney. Cross ice pass through multiple people. Icing waved off on the tip. Recovered by Johnson behind the goal. Tries feeding it up to Olsen. Blocked by Cardinal stick. Olsen pulling the puck off the boards. Tries feeding it across to Sweeney. Kept in at the point by 15. Picked up now by Tweeten. Feeding it up to Olsen. Olsen's going to come walking in. Feeding it over to Sandy. Sandy opening up for a shot. Couldn't capitalize on it. Bouncing puck now in the slot. It's going to get cleared out by Cardinals. Recovered along the far boards by Johnson. Johnson passing near side to Tweeten. Tweeten sending it to Sweeney. Deflected off a stick, carrying down in the far corner. Recovered by Sweeney. Centering pass off the back of the net. Bounces it into the near corner. Chipped off the boards by Tweeten. Reaching for it was Sweeney. Pressured now by Bolte. Icing will be the call as Alexandria sends it all the way down. Just under 2 minutes to go in period number 3. Timeout on the ice, called by Alexandria. Sandy with the face-off. Dumped in by Bolte. Hits traffic, carried out by 16. Pass across to 2. Pressured wide by Steinhaus. Broken up by Johnson. Johnson feeding it to Bolte. Bolte hammering it into the boards. It's picked up by Alexandria. Shot, massive glove save by Noonan. Keeps the puck out of the net. No, it would have been a goal. It was a glove save. It was a good attempt. Face off now by Sandy. Cleared out by Bolte. Kept in at the point. Dumped into the far corner. Puck carries itself around near side. Coming out with the puck is 20. Loose puck now. Chipped up out of the slot by Johnson. Shot from the point. Bounces wide off the deflection. Dumped in behind the net. Puck poke checked away by the stick of Noonan. Cleared out of the zone by Bolte. Recovered by 19. Empty net for Alexandria. And puck gets chipped up out of zone, and so that'll, with the face-off in Alexandria's end, that'll bring the goaltender back out. We have exactly 1 minute to go in period number 3. Scott with the face-off, tips it forward to defense, stopped along the far boards, dumped in by Noah. Pressured by Olsen. Alexandria wraps the puck along the boards, kept into the point by Tweeten, intercepted by the Cardinals. Puck picked up by Steinhaus. Pass got chipped up, sent up by Tweeten. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Noah. Noah dumping the puck in the far corner. Chasing it down behind the goal line is Scott. Recovering it is Alexandria. Sauce pass bouncing over the stick. Foot race now. It'll get picked up by Tweeten. Tweeten pressured on the turn. Cross-ice pass through the air. Chipped out of the zone by Noah. Puck will roll all the way down. And we'll have 3.2 seconds remaining in the game. Alexandria will have one more opportunity to try and tie up the game. Sandy with the face-off. Won by Sandy. Picked up off the boards. And the buzzer will come out with a win for the Angels. Okay. with that, that'll conclude the weekend games for Angels, Bantam B team. Thanks for sticking with us. Until next time, God bless.